Hi there, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Famous Interviews with Famous People. I am your wonderful host, Devin Shotsky, and today we have a very special guest, a legend in all senses of the term, Spider-Man. Welcome, Spider-Man.
It's great to be here today, and to be interviewed, and to be alive, and to have one more day. And, well, it's just great to be here all together.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, took a shit in a coffee can. Did you really take a shit in a coffee can?
No, I never pooped in a coffee can in my life. Well, okay, there was that one time, but I assure you, I threw it into the garbage.
Then why does the song say you did?
Anyways, why are people watching me poop? I mean, I believe the song goes, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does everything that a spider can. I mean, the song is about me, Devin. I should know how it goes.
So, Spider-Man, you're a spider, yet you're a man.
Well, I have the powers of a spider. Like, I can stick to walls, I have super strength and agility, I have a spider sense, but I'm also a man, not a spider. That's why I'm Spider-Man, because I'm part man, part spider, and I have spider powers.
Now, what's this I heard about you only lasting 30 seconds in bed?
No, what? Where are you hearing this stuff? Why are you hearing this stuff? What? No, that's just wrong. That's not true at all. I don't know where you're hearing this. That's just odd.
So, Spider-Man, what are your magical superpowers?
Well, like I've already said, Devin, I can stick to walls, I have super strength, I have spider senses that warn me of danger. I also have these cool web shooters that shoot specially made webbing that I can swing on.
That's very interesting. Now, what do you do with these powers?
Well, I fight crime. I go into the city and fight crime, beating up criminals and supervillains and saving the innocent. I do all sorts of stuff to help lower the crime rate in Manhattan. I make sure criminals are arrested and stuff like that.
That's good, really good. Maybe someday you can make a difference.
I'm making a difference. I've stopped numerous criminals and saved numerous lives over the years. I've saved the world on more than one occasion and saved New York about once a week. But that whole Twin Tower thing, yeah, I was on vacation that week. I mean, Florida was really nice and I had tickets and I kind of dropped the ball, I know.
Sure you do, sure you do. And if I flap my arms real hard, I can fly.
No, seriously, I save New York on a weekly basis. I've saved the world. I've saved countless lives. I've defeated supervillains. I've done everything a hero could do.
So, you're one of those people who dress up in a costume and take pictures of muggers at night?
No, actually, I'm an honest-to-God superhero. I have superpowers, I arrest people, I stop people, I bring them to the authorities. Time and again. It's like my job is never-ending.
Now, Spider-Man, do you have a girlfriend?
Well, I've had several girlfriends over the years. Although not one at the moment. I was even married, but I sold my marriage to the devil in order to save my dying 90-year-old aunt. Anyways, it's really hard to go out as a superhero. And I wouldn't want to endanger a girlfriend, so I have to use my alter ego.
Ah, I see what you're saying, Spider-Man. You've had numerous girlfriends. I get it.
No, not at all. I'm Spider-Man, one of the biggest superheroes in the country. I could get any girl I wanted, any day I wanted, any time I wanted, in any position I wanted. I mean, but you can't just go out as Spider-Man on a date. That would be silly.
I get it, Spider-Man. I get it. The whole superhero dating thing. Yeah, I get it. So, what do you do?
Well, I fight crime, like I've already said. I fight crime day in and day out. It's what I do. I defeat evil, save innocents, save lives, save New York, talk to gargoyles. That's what I do. I've already said that.
No, Spider-Man. I mean during the day, when you're not out taking pictures of muggers.
No, I don't take pictures of muggers. I fight them, capture them in my webbing, and tie them to phone poles. I'm a superhero, and fighting crime is what I do. I save innocents, prevent bank robberies, kind of. Well, normally they have to rob the bank first, and then I can stop them, but I am preventing them from escaping with the money. So it's not really preventing the robberies, just preventing them from escaping. But still, it is what a superhero does. It's what I do. I'm Spider-Man.
So you still live with your parents then?
No, I do not live with my parents. I live with my 90-year-old aunt in her attic. Plus, as a superhero, I have a hideout full of gadgets and gizmos and all sorts of things that I use to fight crime. Would a superhero be able to keep all that equipment secret, especially when living with his 90-year-old aunt? No, Devin, I don't think so.
Spider-Man, living in your parents' basement does not count as your own place, and having a Kodak camera does not count as a gadget.
Devin, as I said, I don't live with my parents. And I don't live in a basement. I live in an attic. And no, I don't have a Kodak camera. I have a Spider camera. It takes pictures of the stuff Spider-Man does. Not of muggers or anything like that.
Okay, Spider-Man, the superhero. What kind of villains do you fight?
Well, I fought Electro, who has the power of electricity. I fought the Vulture, who can fly and drain the life force from his victims. I fought Dr. Octopus, who has 8 arms, all with super strength. I fought villain after villain and saved New York. And even the world.
Spider-Man, being shocked while wiring something doesn't count as fighting electricity.
I was not shocked when wiring something. Electro has the power of electricity. He can fire electric bolts at you, and he's very strong and tough. He has electricity at his fingertips.
And Spider-Man breaking into the zoo to fight animals doesn't count as supervillains.
I've never broken into the zoo. Why would I do that? There are actual villains I fight on a daily basis that have powers that can kill a mortal man, but I fight them bravely to protect the citizens of New York.
Oh, next you're gonna tell me you fight someone with the power of sand.
Well, I do. He's called the Sandman. He's made of sand and can use that sand to do whatever he wants. He's very tough and powerful, and can mold his body into a number of shapes and weapons.
You fight sand too? Next you're gonna tell me you fight water and called Hydro Man.
There is a Hydro Man. He has the power of water at his fingertips. He's very powerful and can use his water abilities to destroy everything. If not for me, he might have even destroyed New York.
This is hilarious, Spider-Man. Next you're gonna tell me they got together and became mud and you fought Mudman.
Well, actually, Hydro Man and Sandman did fuse together at one point to make a giant Mudman who terrorized the city. Of course, I stopped him because I'm Spider-Man.
Stop! Stop! This is just too funny. Stop!
Devin, this is no laughing matter. These are serious supervillains who would do a lot of damage if I wasn't around to stop them. They could harm countless innocents and destroy a lot of buildings.
Because, of course, mud, we can't stop mud unless, of course, we got a shoe and can walk on it.
Now, Mr. Shotsky, will you be serious with these serious issues? These supervillains are serious business, and I take my job very seriously. I'm a superhero. I fight villains on a daily basis and put my life on the line defending the fair city.
I'm sorry, Spider-Man. Now, have you ever fought a villain who was actually real?
No, Devin, these are real villains. Real villains! I fight them every day. I fight Rhino, the Chameleon, the Lizard, and many, many more. I even fought one named after hot chocolate. They're very real, I tell you, and I fight them quite often.
You know, Spider-Man, if you keep breaking into the zoo, you'll eventually get arrested.
Now, I'm not breaking into the zoo. I fight real villains every day. It's not breaking into the zoo or fighting a bucket of sand or wrestling in a swimming pool. These are real villains with real powers who are dangerous and can kill people.
Okay, Spider-Man, should we know you from anywhere?
Well, I have a comic book made about my life. and there are 3 movies made about me, with a 4th getting ready to come out. There's been numerous cartoon series throughout the year, and I've even starred in a live-action TV show, although it was aired mainly in Japan.
Spider-Man, if your movie only shows in New Mexico City, Iowa, it doesn't count as a major motion picture.
My movies were shown worldwide and made millions upon millions of dollars. Now, of course, in my contract, I didn't get millions and millions of dollars for it being based on my life story, but my agent is still fighting that in court. All 3 were big hits at the box office and made people very rich. It was one of the most lucrative franchises in history.
And Spider-Man, making a flip book, doesn't count as a cartoon.
No, there was a real cartoon. Several real cartoons, in fact. I've been on TV in cartoons since the 1970s. The theme song you sang earlier, not the coffee can one, but the one I sang, was from one of the earliest cartoons. They were all highly rated. Okay, except for the MTV debacle, but we're not going to go into that.
As for your live-action show, Spider-Man, they'll give that to anybody. I mean, just look at the Flash's live-action show.
Okay, the live-action series, that was kind of crap, but in it, I had a mecha that I could summon at will to help me fight supervillains. I mean, well, they probably give a live-action TV show to anyone nowadays. Yeah, you're right.
Spider-Man, maybe someday you'll make the paper.
Well, I make the paper on a daily basis. I'm always featured in the Daily Bugle, not to mention the Daily Globe, the New York Times. I made the front page of papers more than I can count.
I can just see the headline now. Loser dies in pajamas.
Now, Devin, I'm not a loser. I'm a superhero. These aren't pajamas. This is a serious superhero costume made out of spandex, the most protective substance on Earth, and I use it to fight crime daily.
Of course, Spider-Man, that'd be right under the ad for fertilizer and right over the Madden score that the 2 teenagers got last night.
Okay, well, that's it. I am leaving. I am getting out of here. Anyways, I'm a very busy superhero with much to do. Right now, I think I'm late for fighting my 2 a.m. appointment with Carnage.
Okay, bye-bye, superhero. Well, this has been Famous Interviews with Famous People. See you next week.